Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. I wanted to give about a 2-week update into my 75 hard challenge that I'm doing with my friend Jared and some other friends. And so far I'm down about 10 pounds, so that's pretty dang good. I put on more than that last year, unfortunately, with COVID and stress eating and just being home more and walking past a refrigerator. And so that was pretty terrible, but dropped about 10 pounds, so that's pretty good. I think the easiest part of the 75 hard challenge for me has been water. This bottle's 25 ounces, so it's really easy to track that in MyFitnessPal. I can just go and add my ounces of water throughout the day, and it's very easy for me to hit a gallon of water doing that. Getting in the 2 45-minute workouts every day. One has to be outside. So far in the last 2 weeks, I've been fairly lucky. When I'm walking outside, I've only gotten rained on 3 or 4 times. So yesterday I did a bike ride outside and had beautiful weather. Today I walked this morning and this afternoon. And it's getting a little overcast now, but we had a lot of sunshine, so that was pretty nice. I've been fortunate on that. Reading 10 pages a day is pretty easy. We're in a mastermind group, and so I've got to read for that anyway, so that makes it easy. I'm following the Beachbody 2B diet, and it's eating a lot of vegetables. It's eating carbs that are high in fiber. And with all of that, I haven't had junk food. I'm not eating any candy bars. I'm not eating peanut M&Ms, which are one of my favorites. I just grab those by the handful. Haven't had anything like that. We've had a couple of occasions where we have been with people and like the rest of my family, guests, whatever, have had ice cream bars or something like that. And it's been a lot easier for me to, just say no and not take one of those, where usually I'd tear into one of those, maybe 2 of those, kind of depending. But with adding a lot of vegetables into my diet, that was pretty nice. We went to Sizzler on Friday for lunch, and I was able to get a salad and steamed vegetables, which were broccoli and carrots, which I love both of those, so that made it really easy. And then a little bit of steak for my protein, so that was good. And it's not been as hard as I want, or as hard as I anticipated, I should say. And so as I'm reading in Andy Frisella's book, 75 Hard, I'm just to the point in the book where he's talking about how it is through the different stages. And he says during the first 2 weeks, it can be kind of different or difficult. You're trying to figure out how to do things, schedule everything, get your workouts in, and that kind of thing. And it definitely does take some planning to try to get those workouts in. On Saturdays and Sundays, I've been sleeping in a little bit, getting up around maybe 6:30, but every day, Monday through Friday, I'm up at 5 a.m. I'm doing my reading first thing, then I'm going and getting my first exercise, usually outside in the dark with my flashlight, going and doing a walk outside, and then doing some type of weights or biking or something like that. So it's been pretty good. The reason I had mentioned this, the reason I chose the Beachbody 2B diet is I felt like that will be sustainable for me after the 75 hard is done in mid-March, that I'll be in the habit of adding in a lot of vegetables. I am going to be out of the habit of eating a lot of junk food. But my resolve and my willpower, when I walk past a bag of Salsa Verde chips, I love Salsa Verde chips. I can just pound that out, no problem. And I don't do that. I haven't had any. No, cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. Haven't had anything like that. So by having vegetables and things around, my wife made omelets for breakfast, and we threw spinach and peppers and tomatoes, and she had 1 or 2 other things in there. So it's been really easy to introduce those back in my diet when they should have been there anyway. And I feel good. The one thing that I need to be doing better during this whole thing is I feel like I'm getting to bed too late. A lot of times I'm falling asleep somewhere between 11 p.m. and midnight. And when you're getting up at 5 a.m., I am kind of dragging, which is one of the reasons that I'm getting out and doing a walk outside. It kind of wakes me up. There's a lot of hills here in Roseburg where we're living right now. So walking up and down these hills is making my calves stronger. It's making my cardio stronger because I'm just huffing and puffing. And coming off a bicep surgery where I couldn't do a lot of workouts, my cardio is terrible right now. So that's one of the things I'm trying to work into it. But overall, I'm really happy with how this is going. It's a good thing. I've got a good group of friends that we're doing it with. And I know it's going to make a lot of long-term changes for me. It is one of those things where I got done with an appointment Friday night and I got home about 7:30 and I had to go do a workout. And I set a reminder to make sure I did. So in using the MyFitnessPal app, it's really easy for me to track my food, my water intake, and then using the app for 75 Hard to make sure I'm checking off all of my requirements every day has been really good. So I plan on giving you an update again in a few weeks. But I would say this, if you're looking for a way to really shake things up, to break some bad habits, to do something. I'm not big on New Year's resolutions. I like to set a goal to accomplish something. I don't like New Year's resolutions like go to the gym every day because you miss one day and then your resolution's right out the window. Or you miss one day, then it's easy to miss the next day. I don't like that kind of crap. I like, hitting a goal that I'm going to go hike this mountain this year, or I'm going to do a 100-mile bike ride, or I'm going to lose 10 pounds, which last year instead I probably added 15 or 16 pounds, which is really stupid. But it's I would recommend the 75 Hard so far. It's been a good thing to kind of kickstart for me, really kick me in the butt and get me back to where I want to be. By the time I'm done with this, I'm going to be in the full swing for getting in those workouts, getting my cardio back where it needs to go, start building muscle again, burning off fat. But in 2 weeks, burning off 10 pounds, I'm really excited by that. I had on a pair of my favorite cargo pants the other day, and I couldn't tell, they felt pretty loose. I couldn't tell if I had just been wearing them. And so they were just kind of loose as my fat belly was hanging over them or whatever. And it was later in the day when I was thinking about this, but I jumped on the scale after a couple days of not doing it, and there I was, down 10 pounds. So it's really encouraging to get me going. I have to take a picture of myself every day, and I still got grandpa belly, which is kind of stupid, but it'll be back pretty soon. So far, so good. Love it. Going to go all the way. Not going to stop on it. I'm not going to start this over. We've got a trip planned in early April where I'm going to go back east, spend some time with some friends. We're going to go to several places, go to some restaurants, get some New York pizza, look at Boston cream pie, some things like that when we're out there. And the thing that is exciting to me about this is I won't necessarily be as rigid with my diet when the 75 Hard is over, but I will definitely, for the most part, be replacing junk food, desserts, and all of that with vegetables and things like that to give me the fiber and it help keep my weight down, keep my calories low, give me the nutrients and antioxidants and fiber and all those kinds of things. But I still, after it's over, am going to allow myself, a small piece of cheesecake or small this or that on occasion. It won't be something I do every day, but I'm also not going to be, super crazy where I'm running this for the rest of my life. But I think by getting my weight back down where it needs to be and just having that overall habit of adding, vegetables in, being more aware when I go to a restaurant, avoiding things that, are places I shouldn't be eating. That's really going to help my health, my longevity. It's going to keep me moving as I'm, breaking into a new decade later this year. I think it's really going to help my body and my mind, and I'm very excited about that. So if you haven't checked it out, 75 Hard Challenge. Andy Frisella. He's got a book, he's got an app, he's got a podcast, and it's great, and I'd highly recommend it.